Yes, my name is Navia Howell, and I play wide receiver for DC Divas.
Can you tell me about your journey to get to the DC Divas?
So I've been playing tackle now for about 3 or 4 years. I started out with the Virginia Panthers. I'm primarily a quarterback. Nothing really necessarily wrong with my former team. I just wanted to be a part of something bigger, something better. I just wanted to play against the best. So like I was ready for that level, and I took a leap of faith and started traveling and tried out for the DC Divas. They already had a quarterback for years on end, and I played multiple positions. So playing wide receiver was pretty much something I was already going to do without them saying, "Hey, can you play receiver?" Let them know as soon as I met everybody, I can play quarterback, I can play receiver, I can play linebacker. Yeah.
Well, I want to take it a step back, actually. And what inspired you to get into the military?
So my dad is former Army. He did serve in the Vietnam War. Um, none of his none of us, because I had two brothers and one sister. Nobody else served, and I wanted to be the one to have that with him. I did serve in the Navy for almost 3 years. Didn't really work out for me, but I did learn a lot. I was a culinary specialist, and I cook now for the Langley Air Force Base, actually. Um, it was definitely an experience. What I don't regret it at all. Very thankful.
Yeah, what is it like cooking and being in the military and then also taking the time to be a DC diva?
So it's pretty cool, honestly. I get the luxury of wearing whatever I want to work. So I wear a lot of my diva stuff. I probably shouldn't because I work in the kitchen, right? But I'm always trying to look for ways to promote, and if I can get somebody to ask me, who's the DC Divas, or they see Howell and they see the colors and they think it's Sam Howell because he used to be, he used to play
Right.
for the Commanders. I'm like, no, this is me. Like this is, and so I go into this spiel. I've shown so many customers videos, of the team and me, the things that videos that I made throughout of me catching balls and stuff. Um, it's it's a blessing because I have weekends off. I'm able to, so it doesn't really get in the way of me traveling. I work during the day, so we have night practices. It really fits my schedule perfectly.
What is it like building relationships with your teammates?
Honestly, it's been a breeze. I don't have the best. I guess I would say I haven't had the best rapport with teammates in the past, but with this team, I felt very welcome and like from the get go. The Amanda had a good hand in that. She was very welcoming, and I thought that she would be looking at me like, "What? This girl's a quarterback?" Like I'm a quarterback, like. But it wasn't like that at all. Like it was quite the opposite, and it just it's just been a really great to be a part of. Honestly, I've never. It's just I don't really know what to say. It's been amazing.
And now the big thing is you're in the conference championship. How does that feel?
It's surreal, honestly. I don't want to say it's crazy because it seems like this has came so easy, but it has. I don't know. Me being a receiver doesn't. I don't. I'm not under the pressure that I was under as a quarterback. Having to manage the entire offense. With playing receiver. I mean, of course, we all have our one job, but it's just surreal. And to be like the top target and then to make first team All American in a position that I've never even really played and tackled before is just it's crazy. It makes my head kind of big. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, okay, I can do anything I want. Like it's crazy.
What is it like having support and your family around while you're in
Oh,
this big race for the title?
everything because you know I don't have a lot of money in my bank account. My dad is pitching in for trips to DC. My sister has gone with me. She's even driven me. It really takes a village, and I'm very thankful for everybody in my family, everybody I have here to help me get to DC and come to games. It really is everything. I don't think I would been able to do or pull this off without them.
What would you say to any young girl that wants to follow your footsteps?
So just do it. I'm a huge overthinker, and sometimes we just need to step out on a leap of faith, like just to do it, just to get your feet wet, because you just never know what's going to happen until you really put yourself in the position. So definitely get out there, learn as much as you can from anyone really, and just get started. The earlier the better.
And for me, I've been able to cover the team the last few years because I've known Rich Daniel for a long time. What is it like having an owner like him?
He is a sweetheart. He really is. I didn't know who he was exactly when I was first speaking to him. I had no idea. And then, like maybe around like the second or maybe the third time that I had spoken to him, I heard other people talk of him, and I'm like, I put two and two together. I'm like, wow, that's the owner this whole time. I didn't even know I was talking to the owner of the team. He is a very sweet guy. He's very all in, and you can't do anything but respect him. How like you see a man like that, and you're like, I'm all in too. Let's go. What's next? Anything. Let's go.
And
That's a good owner.
the last thing I want to ask is, what would you say to any of your teammates to pump them up for this weekend?
That's a good one. I would definitely say let's go. Okay, pedal to the metal. We have to be aggressive. The first hit is the best hit. Is the only hit. We gotta be bullies out there. And I mean, the story's already written. It's ours for the taking.